Hi there, real talk. Have you ever walked into a room, into a meeting where it felt like everyone around you has it all together and you thought, what am I doing here? Maybe I'm not really as qualified as them. That, my friend, is imposter syndrome. It's this sneaky little voice that says you're not good enough, you got lucky, they're going to see through you. If you are struggling with imposter syndrome and if you felt it, you're not broken. You are human. Here's how to beat imposter syndrome. I am Coach Soul, and welcome to our Performance Edge Weekly Wisdom, where spirit drives performance. Studies shows that over 70% of people experience imposter syndrome, including the top successful people that we know about. So today we are going to talk about how to overcome imposter syndrome. So in the first part, we are going to talk about the root cause of imposter syndrome and understand why it's prevalent in our daily lives. Second, I'll share quick tools, 2 steps to help overcome imposter syndrome. Let's dive in. So first, let's just face it. Let's stop pretending we're alone in this. Even people at the top of a game feel that imposter syndrome at times. What do I mean? Perhaps you're doubting, am I legitimate? And here's the wild part. So many of us feel it, whether you're an entrepreneur, an athlete, a parent, a professional. People who are crushing it from the outside, they silently, sometimes or many times, doubting themselves inside. Imposter syndrome is not a sign that you're failing. It's actually a sign that you care, that you are stretching into new territory, that you are growing. Most high achievers experience this to some degree, shape, or form. Even the one who seemed bulletproof, I felt it too. And there are moments where I stood in rooms, even recording video like this. It's like, who am I to talk about this? But I've learned that the people we respect the most, they just keep moving and showing up, even if doubt, and keep moving forward. Why does this happen? And here is the most important thing. It's because in a human psyche, the deepest fear is that we are not enough, so we won't be loved and cared for as a human species. So that's the deepest fear. So which means to overcome the imposter syndrome, we've got to learn to manage that deepest fear. So because there are 2 anchors you need to use to remind yourself to turn it around. The first things to remember is that perfection is not the goal, but growth is the goal. So allow space for learning and mistakes. The more you define success as getting better rather than being flawless, the more empowered you will feel. Why? Simply because perfection is an ideal that can always be redefined, that can always be challenged depending on the context. You don't have to be perfect to belong. In fact, we are not perfect as human beings. You belong because you're growing, because you're trying. Confidence is a muscle. It gets built with repetitions. So it's about developing the awareness you could use by refraining your focus from the fear that I don't belong here to I'm learning and I'm growing. That's why I'm here. So the second calibration is to shift the focus from myself and I-centered, which is ego-centered, with the main question is, what if I'm really not legitimate? And you flip it around, say, how can I serve? How can I help? How can I add value here? Why is that calibration important? Because it moves you from the deepest fear that we just discussed to being of service, to being in purpose. Since everything serves its purpose or it wouldn't exist in the first place. So by shifting the spotlight on your role, you are able to overcome that fear. So I hope you can see, and I can add more to this topic, but I hope you can see it. You don't need to wait until you feel ready because you're already ready enough. Don't let that little voice stop you from doing what you're called to do. You have earned your seat at the table, now you own it. So, and if you want to continue this conversation with me, please sign up to our brand new community, Performance Edge Weekly Wisdom, and the link is right there below. And you'll get access to more tips and relevant answers to your real problems. And if you have any issue you want me to talk about, don't submit them in the comments or request a specific video on www.quantumdo.com. Or if you want to be confidential and you need an NDA, please send an email to support@quantumdo.com. And so before I leave you today, what are your thoughts? Next time you start asking your question, do I belong here? Shift and reframe in learning and growing. How can I serve? How can I help? How can I add value here? If this resonates with you, let's talk about it. If it's hit home, drop in a comment and share, and click the link to subscribe for more Performance Edge Weekly Wisdom. And together, let's build a life where spirit drives performance. And do not forget, failure is a necessary prerequisite to human excellence. Till next time, live your truth. And now, Coach Soul out.